Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ebony. I'm a human design reader, expert, and coach. And today we're going to talk about human design, conditioning, and subconscious reprogramming. First off, if you are interested in getting a human design reading with me, my readings are now open. So you can find all the information for that in the description box below. So when we're talking about subconscious reprogramming, rewiring beliefs, releasing negative emotions, we cannot do this. We cannot have this conversation without talking about the subconscious mind, okay? Because the subconscious mind records everything that ever happens to you. Every thought, every memory, every experience is recorded in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind houses all of your emotions, and it also houses your core beliefs. So your core beliefs are the thing from which all of your daily thoughts and like your conscious beliefs kind of pop up from, right? So if your subconscious mind is the soil, right? Your core beliefs are the seeds, and then your thoughts, your daily beliefs, your daily patterns, those are the plants that are coming from the seeds of your core beliefs in the soil of your subconscious mind. So just to kind of make that a little bit clearer. When we are talking about deconditioning, or even when we're talking about just changing your beliefs in order to create sustainable change, we are talking about changing and rewiring those core beliefs housed in your subconscious mind, because again, they are the seed from which everything else is springing. Now, there's a lot of debate around what is the best way to do this, what is the fastest way to do this. But the general consensus is through repetition, we are able to change the core beliefs that are housed in our subconscious mind. Now, there are varying degrees of time that this has taken for the people who have done it, right? Some people say it's instant. Some people will say it takes 10 years. Some people will say it takes 2 months. Some people say you have to say it 10,000 times. What is the actual thing? And the truth is, I don't have an answer to that. However, I do have a theory. So our core beliefs, if you've ever seen the movie Inside Out, you have experts like psychologists, counselors, therapists who all come to the agreement that that movie is a very accurate representation of how our emotions work. Okay? So if you remember, when sadness touched one of Riley's core memories, it turned blue. Like it was gold and then turned blue. And everybody was tripping out because they're like, oh my God, the core memory is blue. It's sad. First of all, sadness is not a bad emotion, okay? Emotions are neutral. We put the label on, oh, that's a good emotion, that's a bad emotion. Emotions just are, because emotions are just energy in motion, okay? So the theory that makes the most sense to me, the theory that I work with the most, is that our core beliefs, just like our core memories, are held in place in our subconscious mind through our emotions. Whatever emotion, whatever experience, and whatever emotional experience that was created when that belief took root in our subconscious mind is the same emotion that is holding that belief in your subconscious mind. So if you have an emotion that if you have a core belief that you are not worthy, that core belief of not being worthy is being held in your subconscious mind by an emotion, probably an emotion of sadness or an emotion of anger, an emotion of neglect. That core belief is being held in place by that emotion. Okay? So, could you say a million affirmations to change and rewire that core belief? Yeah, you probably could. And it might take a minute, right? Because you're pounding a new belief into your subconscious mind through your conscious thought, and repetition works. It could definitely work. But the problem is it may take a long time because you are using thought to compete with emotion. And emotion is a very powerful thing. So you're trying to get this new belief past this emotion into the core belief to change it. The theory that I'm working with, this isn't my theory, I didn't come up with this, it's just the one that makes the most sense to me, is if you release the negative emotion, you then have free access to the core belief. And then you can change it more easily, because you're not throwing a thought or an affirmation at a belief. I mean, at an emotion. If you take the emotion, if you release the emotion, the belief is then free to be changed, right? Like let's think of your core beliefs as pictures on a wall, right? I've got analogies for days. Let's say your core belief, your core limiting belief that you're not worthy, is like a picture on the wall, and the picture is in a frame. That frame is holding the picture onto the wall. Let's say the picture is that negative belief, and the frame is the emotion. If you want to change that picture, if you want to change that belief, you take the frame off and put a new picture in, and you can put the frame back up. You want to change that belief, you release the emotion, you change the belief, and then a new emotion is then in its place. So if the emotion of sadness was holding in your core belief of not being worthy, when you release that sadness and you change your belief to I am worthy, you then create the space for happiness, for peace, for satisfaction to then take its place and hold that core belief in place. Okay, so how do we do this? How do we release the emotion that is holding these core beliefs in place in our subconscious mind? I use two different techniques. Number one is EFT, which is emotional freedom technique. And it's the tapping. Okay, so there's a very specific way of tapping that I use with my client and with myself. We go through your human design chart, and you have personalized scripts that you can use to tap on your different meridian points in order to help you release and process old negative emotions that might be holding these core beliefs in place. Okay, so these are personalized EFT tapping scripts. And this is actually one of the bonuses that I'm including with my human design readings. So if you really enjoy EFT, if you want to use EFT with your human design to rewire your subconscious beliefs, go ahead and check the link in my description box. The second technique that I use for releasing negative emotions and also changing and releasing limiting beliefs is called quantum time release. Quantum time release is a technique that kind of builds on the idea that I was talking about like the emotions holding your subconscious beliefs in place, but it also takes it a little bit further. So the idea is that you have like that first moment when you experienced sadness, it created like a little, let's say a pearl, right? So you have a strand, and now you have one pearl of sadness on your sadness strand, right? The first time you experienced happiness, it created a happiness strand, and you have one pearl on your happiness strand. Since then, you've had a lot of different experiences of happiness and of sadness. And you have a long strand of happiness with a bunch of different pearls on them, and a long strand of sadness with a bunch of sadness pearls on them. And the idea, the theory behind quantum time release is that if you can identify that first moment of happiness, that first moment of sadness, and you just release that first experience, you then release all of the other pearls, all the other sadness pearls. So you don't have to go through every single sad experience. You just have to get that first one, and the entire strand will go with it. Now, you're not releasing the memories. You're not releasing the lessons. Like, you're not just going to forget all the sad things that happened. What you're going to do is release the emotional attachment to it. So any feeling of sadness that may be stuck in your body, that may be stuck in your subconscious, keeping those beliefs in place, gets released. So you can then go in and create new, more supportive beliefs in order to support whatever habits or behaviors you're trying to create in your life. So quantum time release and EFT are both bonuses that I am currently offering to anyone who gets a human design reading with me. So you get 9 EFT tapping sessions, recorded sessions that you can go back to and play over and over again whenever you need it. And you get 6 quantum time release sessions with me. So if you are interested in utilizing quantum time release and utilizing EFT in order to rewire your subconscious beliefs and release any negative emotions that you're feeling, go ahead and click the link in my description box to get a reading with me. I am so excited to work with you, and I will see you in the next video.